Well, hello guys, how you doing? This is Bruce, aka with the Weathered Soul, here on the morning drive in the afternoon, talking to my dashboard. And yeah, we're going to change to a little afternoon flavor. I'm not going to change the name of the show at all, but I decided to do this in the afternoon because in the morning it's just, with this time change, it's way too dark, and I don't like running with my inside lights on and stuff like that. I just thought I'd do this in the afternoon and get a little change. Let me soak up the news during the day. And big news this weekend is that we had the time change. And man, if that didn't discombobulate you, I don't know what. It really doesn't bother me. The biggest thing that bothers me is that it happens. And in this day and age, I don't understand why we still have daylight savings time. To me, I mean, I love this idea of having a couple of extra hours of light out, and that's great if the cows don't know when to come and get milked or whatever. But we don't have that problem anymore, and I don't see any reason why we should have daylight savings time anymore. Let's just pick a freaking time, keep it on, and then everybody will just run through the day and have our days the way we have them. I mean, it's just silly to me that we do this to ourselves twice a year, and it's just it serves no purpose. I mean, to me, it doesn't serve any purpose. If you guys can come up with a reason why we should have this, by all means, let me know. The show notes are down below. You can contact me down below. My email address is down there. You can follow me on Twitter at also known as TWS, and yeah, there's all kinds of ways to get a hold of me. But anyway, yeah. So this weekend was pretty cool. I got a lot of gardening done, a lot of honeydews, man. I bought my house back in 2009, and before that I was a renter. And believe me, life was a lot easier when I was renting. I mean, it was the fact of renting a place was a little intrusive on the places that I've rented before. Most of my landlords wanted to come into the house a whole lot more than I wanted them to. But if something was broken or stuff like that, they'd come and they'd fix it, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. And now that I've owned the house for the past going on 12, 13 years now, man, your weekend can get filled up with all kinds of maintenance, man. You got your yard, you got your house, you got your air, you name it, whatever can break will break. And it's just amazing how much maintenance a house can have. And I'm paying a lot less in my mortgage than I was paying rent, and especially around here in California, rents are freaking sky high. So I guess that little bit of maintenance that I have to do kind of balances itself out. In fact, I'm still ahead. But wow, just that's one of the things that took up most of my time this weekend. I had a bunch of other ideas that I wanted to do. It's like I got a classic truck that's been sitting in my driveway for a while, and I need to start working on that. But every time I turn around, either a doorknob needs to be fixed or a light bulb needs to be, something in the house needs to be fixed, whether it be a drain plugged or something. I don't know. Old houses, they break down just like old cars break down. And but I did get a little bit of gardening done because I love to garden, and did a bunch of barbecuing this weekend. It was a beautiful weekend out here in California, and we're just coming up on spring. The official start of spring is coming up here next weekend, next Saturday or next Sunday. We have the official start of spring, so hopefully we can kiss some of this cold weather goodbye. I know that's not right, but we can kiss most of the cold weather goodbye. And other than that, getting ready for the Weathered Soul podcast on Thursday. Got an interesting show all lined up for you guys. I've got my summary out to Mr. DJ Doug to see if he wants to talk about the Don't Say Gay bill that just passed the Florida Senate and was signed into law by Governor DeSantis. And so we'll be talking about that. I've got my views. I'm sure that DJ has his views about it. But the reason why I wanted to talk about Don't Say Gay is just because of the words that we're not allowed to say anymore. So one of the subjects of the podcast is going to be all those words we're not allowed to say anymore. And it seems that we evolved more words every year that either are offensive to people or trigger people in some way, and I want to kind of talk about that, and so that's going to be a fun time. If you guys want to tune into that, we're live on Rumble at 7 p.m. on Thursday night. I'll also post a link to that on my fan page. You can go to that at AKA The Weathered Soul. That would be the fan page on Facebook, or you can follow me on Twitter at also known as TWS, and you can get the link there. But yeah, so we're gonna have a good show. We'll probably talk about the war, because the war is still raging on, and Putin keeps creeping himself west, and apparently he launched a couple of missiles that landed about 15 miles away from the Poland border, and that's getting pretty dangerously close to NATO territory. And one of the problems that we all have with the NATO territory is that the U.S. is bound by the NATO treaty to defend its allies if one of our NATO allies are attacked. And so that's got the nation on nerve, on high alert, and all the cronies and everybody is either cheering or jeering the thought of going to war. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think that we should be worrying about it one bit, only because of the fact that there's been a war and bombings been going on in Yemen and Syria and all that other stuff, and they're just as bad, if not worse, than what's going on in the Ukraine. But that's just my opinion, and I've got an opinion. Everybody's got an opinion. But we can talk about that more, on the podcast. So tune into the Weathered Soul podcast. You can also get that on your on any audio podcasting platform that you go to, whether it be iTunes or Spreaker or Stitcher or whatever. And I got to apologize to you guys also about the audio portion of this podcast for Morning Drive. It's been, I don't know what's going on with Stitcher, but if you listen on Stitcher, they haven't been uploading my podcast lately, or I haven't seen a whole lot of people been getting uploaded lately and updated. So I'm not sure if Stitcher's having a problem or their servers are having a problem. Not sure what's going on. It's kind of weird these days with platforms, kind of delaying podcasts and stuff to be put on. If you're a small guy like me, you kind of rely on that. And if you're a big guy, big dog or something like that, well, of course they're not going to miss you because they're missing out on their own monetization. But yeah, other than that, I just wanted to say hello and wish you guys a good week. I'm going to be podcasting here, probably get another show out on Wednesday. I missed Wednesday last week. I think I missed Friday too, but I don't remember. Anyhow, I just want to let you guys know that, hey, I'm here for you guys. I'm going to be here on Wednesdays and Fridays as much as I can do on the afternoons. Like I said, I'm going to do this on the afternoons. They'll hit the audio podcast on tomorrow morning around 5 a.m. So I'll be fresh on your list. Give me a listen. Give me a shout on YouTube, on iTunes, and give me a 5-star rating and a comment. And you can pick me up on any of the audio podcasts, and also you can look at this live, or the recorded version on Rumble. So go get it. Go get on the week. It's a Monday. We got the rest of the week to go. You guys have a great day. And remember, for best results, squeeze from the bottom up.